Best thing for a bad marriage is a good divorce. Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? You've now tuned in to my Tamar and Vince recap. Guys, make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet done so. Share this video wherever you like to share videos. We going 3,000 plus strong. Yes, we doing it, y'all. And those of you that like wigs, definitely make sure you check out my main channel because I do have a giveaway going on right now on that channel. It ends on the 23rd, so definitely be sure to check that out, you guys. All right, so let's see. Let's do some shout outs real quick. So let me go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Shout out to Miss Leo 814. Girl, you got like 3 comments here. Let me see which one I'm gonna say. All right, I'm gonna pick the top one. You said, I'm not a Tamar fan and I think she is disgusting to her sisters, but with Vince, I think he is condescending and plays up to the cameras how outsiders see her and the people around him. He's one way with her and in confessional, but another in front of people. Okay, I see what you're saying, girl. Yeah, she can definitely be real slick with the tongue and get real carried away. And I feel like a lot of times she tends to run away from situations after. It's like she'll take the freaking grenade, throw it real quick, spark up everything, make everybody real mad and want to cuss her out and beat her down. And then after that, she'll be the one to retreat, and leave everybody with the aftermath, just pissed off, burnt, and just standing there like, in shock, literally. So, yeah, that's what I feel like a Tamar tends to do. And I see what you're saying about Vince, because he can I'm pretty sure he's probably a certain way, with her when the cameras ain't around. He knows what to do. Like, a lot of people, they're not going to show their craziness, especially because it's going to be bad for business. If you there cursing back and forth with somebody, I mean, you never know. I don't know. But we always, I guess she's just, real outgoing. She don't care who's around. She going to say what she have to say. But maybe he's a little more reserved. I mean, it's not everything that everybody's supposed to see at the end of the day. But the bad thing about it is that because we've seen the way she really is, we feel like she's the villain, And Eric Jackson was like, she's disrespectful. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me get my little notes out so I can know what I'm talking about here. It's not like I see the episode, but I like my notes. It just makes me feel professional. Nah. Okay, so Tamar, she tells her daddy that she may need to take a break from Vince. And that was the advice that he gave, the little line that I gave, which is, he said the best thing for a bad marriage is a good divorce. And I'm like, well, hot diggity dog. The person you did divorce from was her mother, So, you gotta kind of soften that a little bit. But, I mean, he ain't speaking nothing but the truth at the end of the day. I definitely know that much myself because I've been through a divorce, believe it or not. So, I mean, it wasn't horrible, but there were horrible times. And being the person that I am, I don't like to be tied down. I don't like things to be a certain way. And if they're not, it's hard to always pretend in front of people. And that's why I can kind of relate to Tamar in a way. It's hard to kind of be out there and show one face, and then when you come home, it's total chaos. That's not the way that nothing's supposed to go down. You're taking selfies and pics and going out and about and showing people that you're so happy. But the reality of the whole situation is people are just like, oh, black love, hashtag, they're so happy. But in reality, it's like, damn, things is not okay, Just few years ago, I'm pretty sure that they had the hashtag Black Love, trending relationship goals and all that. And now look at them now, I think people tend to want to be too much or they want a couple, at least a black couple or a few black couples, to kind of stand the test of time. And just to kind of stay together and just kind of see that, because a lot of times we see with black families especially is that they get divided. I mean, it happens in all races and nationalities, but we see it a lot in the black community, So yeah, he puts that little bug in her ear, but she, at that time, she was real adamant about the whole no divorce thing. She was real sticking strong to that. And let me ask y'all something, right? We about to hit the finale already. Yo, Tamar and Vince be having like 4 episodes and then it's the season finale. Actually, let's count it. This is episode 6. So the next one's going to be episode 7 and then it's the season finale. Like, they didn't even make it to 10. Because I think from the commercial that I saw, it said next week on the finale. Like, oh, wait, hold up. So you mean to tell me that this is the finale already? That's what's happening? Yo, they be having like 6, 7 episodes. On the flip side, Housewives of Atlanta, their freaking show be going on forever. It be like episode 32. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we watching? A movie in small little segments? That's what it feels like. Yo, I swear, it's so weird. But they do be having mad episodes though, because especially being that I be trying to review every single episode, I be feeling it like, damn, I've been reviewing Housewives of Atlanta for mad weeks already. You know? Alright. And sometimes they don't even be all that popping, you know? Alright, let me get back to this. So James and Tamar with her cute Bob, they meet up. And she was just like, once again, like talking about her whole situation. You know, I like the bob that she had on here, but when she used it to perform at the Soul Train Awards, I was just like, why you didn't keep on that nice, big, voluminous hair, you know? Well, it wasn't all that voluminous, but that nice reddish orange looking hair. I felt like that was really appropriate, made her really stand out. Like, this was, maybe it was for the occasion because she was doing like a dark song and a dark look, you know? She was doing the whole My Man song, so maybe that's why. But, yeah, that's how I kind of felt. It just gave like a somber type of vibe to me. Well, I am happy that Vince, he was talking about how he was so proud of himself and how he feels like he has a new lease on life and he wants to just go out and expand and do more things. And I feel like he's a lot more confident. Like, maybe he was confident before, but I don't think that he wanted to go everywhere and be in the forefront, be in people's faces. Like, now he's even talking about he's going to be in magazines and stuff like that. Like, you know, he actually doesn't, I think he would like taking more pictures. He wants to be in magazines. Like, he wants to do that stuff. I feel like he really didn't want to do all that stuff before. Because, I mean, if it wasn't for Tamar, really, I don't think we would have, I kind of heard his name before, but I didn't really know much about the whole Vince and his legacy or anything. You know, she's the one, because of her, the way she was, and because of her getting a show and a platform, I feel like that's what brought him out of his shell. But like, now he's out, you know, he's like, hey, look at me, I'm here too. And now it's like he's getting a whole lot of attention everywhere that they go. So while he's all proud of himself, she's out and about looking for a condo or an apartment. I mean, she was looking, and I'm like, Tamar, really? You know, like, she's going from mansion to apartments. I'm like, she really going to do this, though? But then again, it's like, she's not really going to be there like that. And because she's doing this as a quote-unquote, we need space type of thing, that's her whole thing behind it. She'll probably still be able to keep the majority of her stuff there. So this will be just like a place that she can go and kind of get away and probably take her son with her, or try to take her son with her, or whatever type of thing. Or maybe just when she wants to escape herself. It's kind of like how dudes be leaving. Like, if y'all seen Power, how the homeboy left and had his own little condominium, you know, not too far away. That's something like what she's trying to do, have her own little chick pad or whatever. But I don't think she's going to be doing all type of dudes in there unless she's really super single. But yeah, that's what it seems like she's pretty much trying to do. She ain't solidify anything at that particular moment, but she was looking, and she wanted to just make sure that it was like real secure and safe. And the guy said that it was. I mean, of course he's going to say that though, right? Why would he not say that? So Tamar and Vince, they ended up getting into an argument, And I remember when they was talking about, when she was talking about this on Instagram. I remember she did an Instagram live and it was going viral on the blogs. I actually saw it on the blogs. I don't be catching too many people's lives because I be in the middle of stuff. I be either working or I be watching a show and I don't be feeling like sitting there waiting until somebody gets to the good part. Like, I'm happy that now you can go back and watch people's lives because, you know, and you can fast forward through it because some of them lives be mad long talking about a whole lot of nothing. You know, that's why I don't really be doing lives like that on Instagram because I'm just like, it's going to be awkward silence sometimes unless nobody's talking to me. Like, unless I have something really big that I want to announce, you know? So, yeah. She was all talking about her relationship and stuff. And it was funny because it was around the same time that Kiki Wyatt was talking about her husband, Michael, and the problems that they were having. So, a lot of the blogs was talking about both of them and how Tamar, she didn't really say it, but she was like putting a lot of subs out there. But Kiki Wyatt, she said it. She like told her followers to go and talk to him. That's what she did. So when that happened, I guess he came home the next day after he saw what she was doing, and he took. She said her phone, so I'm assuming she got more than one phone. So he took her phones like she was a little girl, and I'm like, I mean, I could understand why somebody would be upset because I remember I had a situation like that where my husband tried to take my iPad that he didn't buy. We was like dead fighting. It was like crazy. And he's a big guy. Like he was like a Vince. So that was really, really crazy. So I could just imagine, you know, how they was probably going at it and stuff like that. It probably did get really heated. Because I'm pretty sure he didn't just, like, take it up, you know, unless he did it while she wasn't paying attention. Like, I wouldn't see her sitting there and allowing him to just take it up, you know? So she said she was about to do her white girl thing. She was going to call the police and get the phones back. So she didn't really go into what exactly happened, like if she actually did call them or not. But she said that was pretty much what was going to happen. And she told James that he accused her of having another man and also of being a drunk. So she said, like, it's just getting to a point where it's just, like, too much. And, I mean, definitely, somebody's taking your stuff, like, I could see disrespect there. Like, I don't like nobody, like, you're literally taking it like she's a little kid. You want to look through it? Okay. You know, I don't got nothing to hide because I remember she done said that she looked through his stuff all the time. So he should be able to do the same. You know, that's perfectly fine. But now you taking it, like, that's a whole nother level. That means you putting somebody, like, on timeout or something. And that's a bit much. You know, that's cause for somebody to do that. When she said the molly whop upside the head, like, I wouldn't even blame you for something like that. I mean, domestic violence is not good. You know, we're not going to condone that. But, you know, in the heat of the moment, you do get upset if somebody takes your stuff, you know? Tamar, she finally reunites with Tamika, a.k.a. Tiny, from Escape 3. Honey, child, they got a new name. I saw it on Ashley Miller's Instagram. It said Escape 3. I was like, oh, okay. They put that 3 at the end. Like, homie, you're not in this no more. We cutting you out, like, officially. So, Candy's officially off of it. That's crazy, though, because I think that they had made a company for the Escape, like official company, and they put her name in it. So maybe in order to make sure she was officially off of everything and people didn't expect her to come, maybe that's why they had to rename it. I don't know. But either way, so Tiny of Escape 3, they reunite, they go for some cocktails, and Tamar was like, I only drink vodka. I'm like, yes, girl, me too. Well, I haven't drank in a minute, but I'm about to get back on my drinking-ish. So, yeah, she said she only drinks vodka. They had a little, like, eating, and Tiny was, like, eating all super healthy and stuff. She's like, well, hold up, wait a minute. She's like, girl. I'm like, okay. Tiny done moved over to the Hollywood. I'm eating vegan life. I'm eating, I mean, no shade to nobody who does, because you know, you're eating really healthy, you're doing what you gotta do for you, but it's not personally for me, you know, unless, like, there's something where I really officially, because my diet is so bad already where it's not bad, but it's, like, limited to, I don't eat out, you know, I only eat my cooked food. I don't want to limit it to only plants as well, like, no. I have so many allergies that I don't even eat rice. So that, most vegans, I know that they eat a lot of rice. They get that grain or whatever. So yeah, I couldn't even do that. So what am I going to do? Eat kale and lettuce all day and make a little I can't even eat tofu either. So yeah, that would be out the window. So I would just starve. So yeah, the vegan life is not my way of life, and it couldn't be my way of life to survive. So anyways, they're eating and everything. And one thing I like about Tiny as opposed to EJ and James is that Tiny gave her the real. She told her the reasons why she moved out with her and T.I., the reason why she had to move out, why she did the things that she did. And then when Tamar tells her that she's going to move out, she hasn't told nobody, but this is what she's officially going to do. Tiny was like, you have to, maybe you might need your space. Yes, I understand. Sometimes that's for the better, but you got to know that there is a good and a negative, a positive and a negative to it. The positive is that you're getting your own space. You can get to breathe. That can kind of simmer down, whatever. But the bad side of it is, look at it. You're getting your own way of life. He's getting his own way of life. You both are getting accustomed to being apart. The more you get accustomed to being apart, you get accustomed to that life and you start liking it. Like, yo, I don't have to answer to nobody. I go when I want. I come when I want. I'm just living life, living free. Able to do what I want when I want to do it, as long as I have a sitter. Which, with the money she got, is easy to do. Same thing with him. If he has a kid, money he got is easy to do. So that's some of the things that you have to weigh out, and you kind of have to think, and you kind of have to keep in perspective at the end of the day if you're going to make this type of decision. She wasn't just like, yeah, girl, you got to do what you got to do for you. Because that's what I feel like that's the advice that EJ and James is giving her. They're more like on some, yeah. And me and my cousin was talking about this the other day. Like, at the end of the day, they're going to be yes men because they're not trying to lose their jobs. If I'm getting a whole bunch of money, unless you're like my legit friend or family member, like, we've grown up together, like a Tiny and Tamar, and plus you're not giving me a check, or if you are giving me a check, we have this understanding where, okay, work is one thing and friendship is another. If you ask me for advice, I'm going to give you the real advice, like on some Shikana type of joint or whatever. So that's the kind of, if somebody's paying me, you know what I'm saying? I lost my train of thought for a minute because I'm all good off. If somebody's paying me, I don't think I will give them the real, because sometimes they can't handle it. And especially Tamar being the person that she is, if you give her the real, and you don't know her like that, like, she's not going to, I don't feel like she's going to accept it well. If you tell her, but girl, you be doing the most, she's going to be like, well, hold on, that's shade. She's going to get offended. And even if she doesn't take it out on you at that moment, she will eventually bring it up again or take it out on you at some point. Maybe even on your paycheck, like, you fired, Or she'll probably nitpick on things that you do. So you definitely have to be careful with that. And I feel like that's more so the reason why they're so like, girl, Vince is bipolar. That's what it is, whatever. But once again, I don't know how he really is behind closed doors, which y'all said, so that makes a lot of sense too. So James and Tamar, they were in like a car. I think they were going to EJ's birthday party because they had went to like a little spin class the day before, or it might have been the same day. She had bought it for them to be able to do that because for EJ's birthday. I don't know who. I wouldn't really be happy if somebody gave me spin class for my birthday. I mean, they're expensive. I did a spin class with my job, but it was torture. The next day, the whole of my insides was hurting me. I mean, that's not something that I want to experience all the time. Like, it wasn't fun. My legs were feeling like jello. It wasn't like, no. I mean, it's good, I guess, It can be fun because they had the music. It was just like that one. Like, it was real. It kept you going, but the aftermath was not nice. So, yeah, I wouldn't be too pleased with somebody doing that for my birthday. I would be like a James. Like, I'll do a little something, get a little action going, and then, oh, child, honey, child, I gotta lay down. I gotta sit down. I gotta relax myself. So then, while she was in the car with James, she ends up getting a call from the producer for the show who tells her that Vince was in an accident. I remember this accident. He went into a tree. So, you know, of course she's worried about it. And the funny thing about it is just before this happened, before she got that call, she was all talking about how she about to leave and they need their space and this and that. And then you crying for the man in the next breath. Like, you know, it's just crazy how things work. Because, I don't know, like, sometimes I feel like people don't appreciate other people. But it's hard to say in certain situations, you know? Because you don't want to appreciate somebody when they're gone. You don't want to be like, well, damn, I loved him so much. I don't know, because sometimes it's just like, I feel like you kind of have to, and I feel like her running away from the situation and going to get this whole space thing, I feel like that's doing a little bit too much, especially if you, quote unquote, want to stay with him, you want to be with him and stick it out. I feel like that's the worst thing. Like, this thing that she did when she wanted to plan this trip, I think that would have been nice. A nice little getaway for the two of them. Have your mom hold down the baby or whatever, and the two of you guys go and just have a good time. No cell phones, just kind of relax. Get the sun, you know, that vitamin D in. Get that nice little salt water on your feet or whatever. Then they probably would have had a chance. Like, you're doing everything backwards. It's almost like you're retreating from him and running away from him. You don't really want to be around him. When she talking about sex, she's talking about let's get the thing that's going to be the fastest. Like, you know, it's almost like you over it. And that's what's coming through from everything she's saying. At least to me, that's what I'm kind of seeing. Like, she was just kind of shut down already, and she wasn't really fully trying to make it work at this point. It was just like, you know what? I don't want to get a divorce because I don't want that to be under my belt, but I ain't really trying to be with this guy no more. I done made my own way. I'm a celebrity now. People know my name. I'm going to make sure I stay in the limelight. I'm going to do what I got to do. And that's it. Like, I got my little coins now. And I don't need to depend on any man anymore. Almost pretending like he didn't do anything for her. And I feel like he's done everything for her, which we've seen from the beginning. You know, he's done, and that's probably why he got used to that way of living with her. And now she's grown up, so this is the reason why she's the way she is. Like, he got used to being the one to provide everything, take care of her for so many years, and now she's gotten to the point where she doesn't need him to provide for her financially because she's probably good. Even though I'm pretty sure he got more money than her. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. But she probably starting to catch up a little something, especially after that bankrupt. But he coming back. He got Escape 3. He got Remy Ma, and he got Lady Gaga, and who knows who else he got. I don't know who else because they don't be talking about it, and I don't really look him up like that. But he probably got a little team, you know, making that money back, replenishing. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks for watching. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one. Laters.